Okay, let's figure it out. Why is Opera opening like that?
Dude, this is a horrible gaming experience. How do you live like this?
The fuck?
I don't have time to research upgrades for this thing. Can't you just...
Hello, guys and
Windows deep loading.
Bruce, it's been 5 years. You still owe me $16. Fuck off.
I thought you already did that.
As a small business owner, Spectrum allows me to work on other things in the restaurant. The speed is there, it's fast, it works all the time.
Fast, reliable internet, starting at $40 a month.
Hey, it's your dry skin.
I'll deal with that later.
Seal and moisture. CeraVe hydrates up to 10 layers deep and delivers 3 essential ceramides, helping strengthen my barrier so I can defend against daily aggressors and lock in 24-hour hydration.
CeraVe facial moisturizing lotions.
Okay, I was going... Dude, I feel like fucking shit. You know, we've listened to it. I don't remember a lot, so let's do... let's do a new one. That does sound like a hell of your own making. Alright, I'm trying to decide. Do I mod Arkham Knight? Or do I learn how to mod Skyrim Live? Because I'm in this. And this is Redditor Daggeth. Daggeth Ur. Let's look into this. Let's check out the fact. Oh shit. Fuck. Let's do that then. Bethesda.net. Guardian skin. Oh shit. Log in. Log in. Redeem code. Oh, I think I already have this, but let's see. Good to know. Yeah, I think I already have that. Potentially. Here. Login. Yes. Login. Look at him, he's so stupid. Hi, Kit. Is this the one I have it? Okay, no, this one can take a few still. So... can take 3 more. What's the alternative? Oh, it's where it's blue. The blue doesn't look as good. I'll just go with the default black and gray. I could care less about the blue, personally. Wonder what new shit's been done. Bum bum bum. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. 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 Yeah. 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 It doesn't really... What? What's... It's fuck... That. Let's just do that to start with. I'll set that to the side. It's done! Yay! If I take this and I go the yoinky splinky, I click on this. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this like this so I can drag it up. And then... Oh, wait, I need to be able to read chat. Take it, and come over to here. And then we hit right-click, extract here. Now to do this an unknown number of times.
Hello.
Oh, that's right, there's a co-op mod, but it's only couch co-op. Goggles down. We'll hold off on that. Oh, that's a spoiler. A Spider-Man? Spider-Man! Let's do that. poo. Poo. Why is it... That's a bit ridiculous for a mod. Show me that. Why is it... Okay, we need to not close this then. It needs to stay over here. Not closed. Ah, where'd it go? No. Give me that fucking shite. There we go. Doesn't have to be a lot. Copying. Best pie. That is a difficult choice to make. Personally, I really like pumpkin, but only sparingly. The pie I will eat a lot of. There's this chocolate satin pie that you can get at Walmart that I eat a lot. And then there's also... It's just... I have it sparingly, so I can, like, love it as much as I do. Yes, I'm aware. This is like the third time I have this mod. There is... when I get pumpkin pie, I typically get the little, like, 70, 80 cent ones from Walmart. And that it's just so good. Or I'll get, there's, sometimes my family will get one and I'll eat it. Okay, one more. That was easy. I live in the Midwest. Batman Arkham City. The black and gray is okay. In fact, I think that actually went down last I checked. We'll do the black and gray. I like the black and gray one. Gray. Beaver. Batum beaver. Batum beaver. It's this chocolate satin pie that you can get. It's like a dessert pie. Well, all pie is dessert. But what was I fucking saying? Fucking... It's got like a crushed Oreo cookie crust with chocolate mousse, I think it is, in it as the filling, with a shit and then whipped cream all over the top with chocolate chips sprinkled on. And it is so good. I could eat the entire thing. I think it's called chocolate satin pie. But my memory's a little fuzzy because I haven't had it since 3.14. I think I finally have to get a new Batman modding folder again. Let's make sure all the other ones are full. Okay. We're at 31302. Batman game! Okay. Content. Batman game. Pin to quick access. We got a new one, ladies and gentlemen. New mod folder, yay. I have too many mods. And then my grandma makes this really good, it's a graham cracker crust, like just the one you can buy from the store, and then she takes Jell-O and cuts strawberries up, and then puts it in it, and it's like this strawberry pie. Completely incomprehensible. I extract the folder, and it works. I will explain it as I understand it. I am sorry if it's incomprehensible. So here we got Steam apps, common, Batman Arkham Knight. In Batman Arkham Knight is the DLC folder, which is where you put all the mods. And from there, you can access any of these. And then, after you go in, there's the content folder, and within the content folder is the BM game folder, which is the real important one, which is where you put all your zip files that you then extract. And it's there. And the game picks it up and it reads it as actual DLC content. Like flip of a coin. And it's just beautiful. It's so easy, it's honestly ridiculous. Oh, we gotta hold off on that one. Mostly because it's gonna take forever to figure out how to do it. But it's ridiculous. It's almost as easy as just clicking a blue check mark. So why do I need a million Batman game folders? Each one of them is a certain number of mods. I don't want to overstuff one folder, mostly just because it's my ADHD. It's my unique flavor of autism to not want to stick too many mods in one folder, even though technically they all reside within the same folder. I just prefer each time I fill the screen with vanilla folders, I move on to the next folder. And eventually the system will run out, which I think is when I will go back and like delete the mods that I don't touch. And so that's just what I do. It's silly, but I like it. It's my system. $490 megabytes, so this is gonna take forever. Ugh. What is this? Yeah. That's the way I was for a while. But I don't want to scroll, because whenever I go into update mods, I can typically find them from different time periods based off of when they were added. So it makes it a little bit easier to do that. Just a wee bit. These are some beefy mods. I forget. What are we looking at? Ooh. Ooh. Smaxy. 4 random batsuits. Dan Mora. Dan Mora has to be one of my favorite Batman artists. He's just so good. And whoever's doing the new Ultimate Spider-Man comics is also just stunning. I'm really enjoying what they're doing with them books. Frickin' the stuff they're doing with Harry and Gwen. Oof, I love it. And then the new event going on is kind of cool. I'm interested to see where it goes, especially since all the books have slowly been building towards the main event, which I think is the next, like, big event. Which is honestly, me say Deo. I'm excited to see what they do with Venom. I'm excited to see what they do with Goblin. I'm excited to see who the 5th Mysterio is. Honestly, whenever I get my hands on Borderlands 4, I think I will do I'll add a Borderlands alert. Because I do love me some Borderlands. I think Maya's my favorite, although I really like Lilith. Tannis is also very fun. Tannis is very fun. Just to kind of have. And Athena's cool. I just wish there was more about her. Tyrene, shit. Amara's cool, but she felt kind of cardboard, which I guess is what just happens when you're the player character. So, like, it's just kind of that way until the next game. And everything I've seen about her in Borderlands 4 has made me very happy. I like Vex. She looks cool. Is there not a bundle? Oh, there's not a bundle. Fuck, now I have to do all of these individually. Or do I want to do them for Asriel? Yeah, I might as well. Has there been a posts? Two comic Asriel files. Well, we've got MCU with the gold. We got comic, and we got classic. I really like comic. So we'll start with comic. And yeah, I'm liking Vex. I like her siren powers so far. And then Angel was also really cool. I enjoyed her for the most part. Again. Would have been nice to have more, but I mean, you kind of get that through some side quests in 3. Which, everything besides the main story for 3 was so good. Like, it's almost ridiculous how good certain bits of it got. It's also just cool because, like, they put that little science minigame in to decode genomes. And I think it was 2-3 months ago, there was some big breakthrough in that field because of all the stuff that Borderlands 3 players did. And so they credited Borderlands 3 players, which I find really cool. And it just, I've always had this idea that if we could somehow turn everything into a game, if you can find some way to frame science, reading, typing, it's gonna replace... Cancel. Fuck, I can't have Asriel as well. No. Cancel. Okay, well, let's delete that. And I'll figure it out later. Azazel ain't happening. If we were still like a year off from Borderlands 4 and I didn't have if we weren't like really close to the Borderlands 4 and we were still like 2 years off and I didn't have a shit ton of other franchises technically lined up, I would do a start to finish Borderlands playthrough. But that's it would take a lot, especially since I would do the side content. DS3 dead? No, I've nearly done Dark Souls. I've nearly booted it up several times. It's just there's always something else. And it's been really tough to have the time to properly sit down and play the games that bring everybody in. Because while I do this for myself, I also do it for you guys. Because, I mean, I don't know how much you guys do, but I watch a lot of reaction content. Like, not as much as I used to, just because I've gotten busy, but like, I used to live for reaction content. I would probably do a mixture, well, Max. Like, just whenever people would be available, they would be able to join. But no, and back to reactions, I do it so that way you guys can see my reaction to this stuff. And I can share those moments with you, because that's what I look for in reactions. That's why I watch reactions. It's so I can get a fresh lease on a piece of media I love and relive my first time viewing it through someone else's eyes. Does it piss me off when people don't have media literacy? Yes. But do I still have a good time? Absolutely. Anyways, we will deal with Azriel later. I've helped you and Wing so much. Yeah. I figured when I had that eureka moment, and you were like, yes! I was like, that's a man who loves his reactions. I think it's why streamers are so popular. Part of it. That and, like, Let's Players, it was always, for me growing up at least, it was how I was able to experience the media that I just simply couldn't access because I didn't have the money or means to. I was just like, holy. It allowed me to see it, to live it, to read it with comics and Comic Storian. We miss you, Benny. It still blows me away that, like, that happened relatively close to where no, it's still like 6 hours, but I drove on the same interstate the day it happened, and I was just like, holy shit. But, I need to get my hands on JoJo's 1 through 4. I need to finish part 5. I need to watch 6. And I don't know if I care for 7. Although, if I remember correctly, 7 has... He's Jotaro's, like, mirror double or something in the new universe or whatever, who went through everything that happened in part 3, except he just didn't have a stand. And he still won. I vaguely remember hearing about some JoJo. I don't know if it's a joke or what, but I have this vague memory of just hearing about this guy, and I was like, he did what? Wait, it doesn't make sense in certain parts as well, because how the hell do you do that? Batfleck gadgets don't care. Sentry Thunderbolts. Remove car lag. GOG? No. Reshade body cam. Thomas Wayne on steroids. Mesh codes found a beautiful combination. Improved Batman Arkham Knight. Man, there's a lot of reshades going up. Oh no. No, get me out of here, please. No. No. Okay, God. Year 1. Yeah, that's right. Thought. That's what I vaguely remembered it being. Daredevil Fortnite? What? What do you mean, Daredevil Fortnite? Oh, I remember this, and the reason why I didn't download it is because it's just fucking Jonesy. And I don't like Jonesy. I don't like it when he's wearing other people's faces. When he's wearing other people's shit. This is not a new suit slot. Replaceable files. Mesh code. Making a suit looks like Crossfire suit in the anthology. Okay. What? Let's get a look at it. I'm not gonna do it, but that's neat, but I don't like it. This is something. It reminds me of Injustice Batman and why I don't like Injustice Batman, because his head looks tiny as fuck. Navy version. What do you mean? You making something slightly blue is not navy. Oh no, it's the undersuit that's navy, I think. Normal eyes? It's just that, like, his shoulders are too big. I mean, it's a cool skin and all, but, like, it looks so weird. Eh, fuck it, why not? We'll get the normal version. Oof. Fuck. You know, what I'm trying to remember, doesn't Cars make another reappearance in the series or something, in the alternate universe or something? And he's like not as much of a dick, and he like talks with Dio or some shit? Or am I just getting fanfiction confused for fact because it's JoJo? Alright, let's look at it. Ooh. Artwork the suit is based off of. Could use a bit more scruff. But overall, not too bad. The wrinkles are a bit much, but almost feels like a damn, that shot goes kind of hard as fuck. If I had an ultra-wide monitor, I'd slap that bitch on it. Oh, sorry, YouTube and Twitch. I'm swearing. Man, there's some really talented people in this that do showcases for this stuff. That's a good shot, too, with the purple lighting. Let's do it. More Dan Mora. Give me Dan Mora. Please. Oh, and in case you haven't heard it, happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Yay. I brought that up to my mother. She's like, huh, I wonder when women's is. And it's also May. Mental health, what's that? I don't fucking know either. It's made to turn the frogs which is topical. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I saw you mention something about that. That's... you can take the Big Chad out of Florida and New York, but you can't take the Florida and New York out of Big Chad. That's great. I'm just glad that Soap and Ludacris aren't here to see it, because I just do not want to deal with. I would not want to deal with their outrage, reasonably so. Mostly just because those two gave me a headache, on top of a headache that was Big Chad. Is Big Chad. I don't know. So, as long... I get a little like himmy-ha when it comes to your guys' humor, because some of you will take it as funny, other of you will take it as offensive and he needs kicked. I just try to stay out of it, because it hurts. Ugh. It was 100% offensive. Shit. Yeah, not to you. It was used in the derogatory sense of the word, and not just as a mild insult. Words are such a funny thing, because over time they lose their meaning, and it gets... Oh god. I'm gonna have a talk with him, aren't I? Great. Files. Okay, so what's that one? Year 1, Blue, and City. Let's jump to page 3, I guess. Is this cities? I can't tell. I mean, it's neat, but I've never been a big fan of the Year 1 suit. And that's a weird way to adapt it, kind of. Update available. I don't feel like doing it. Just got that one. I wish Jason's crime boss arc had continued a bit more. Arkham Battle? Over the July the 4th weekend, we will be playing Arkham Shadow. A bit. So that'll be fun. So I'm like two updates behind. Damn. Alright, let's find January. It was last in January, so I'm assuming it here. Oh, my foot itches like a motherfucker. Oof. Maybe it's this one? Or something? Arkham Knight Genesis, Black Cat. Yes! Deltarune is out now. Too bad, I don't really care. I mean, I'm glad you guys got your stuff, but I've never been a big guy for all that. Okay, Arkham Shadow is in this folder. Arkham Shadow. Delete. Arkham Shadow. Delete. Manual download. Slow download. Aren't they both out? I thought, wasn't it 3 and 4 being a dual release? Or did I misunderstand all the promotional material from that direct? Ow. Because the way I understood it from that direct was that Toby decided to release both. I'm in a very weird pool of people, I think. I'm in a very annoying pool of people, technically. Because I mostly technically know Toby for his work on Homestuck. And it's probably my favorite work of his. But I also appreciate Undertale for what it did. Undertale was revolutionary for more than just the video game circle. It did so much for every circle. Oh. I would like to note that I read it like 4 years after the initial thing ended. Yeah. Vietnam flashbacks or something. That got updated pretty recently. Actually, I should go back and look at that multiverses soup. No. All of Undertale? Are you sure about that? Has the multiverses soup gotten any better, or is it still shit? Oh, it's still shit. Or at least they haven't updated the photos. Which makes sense. DC AMU. Oh, I think I had this downloaded at one point. I actually dig it. I don't like the lines, but it's better than nothing. Ugh, my toe. God, that Witcher 4 tech demo got me feeling things. And it's so funny seeing people be like, no, it's people like, oh, they're getting hung up on the word demo and like, it's gameplay demo, it's a gameplay demo. And everybody's like, no, it ain't. It's a tech demo. It's supposed to show off kind of the idea of what The Witcher 4 is going to be like. What the world of it's going to feel like. Not that this isn't the actual world. I'm also very happy that Kelpie's back. I don't think she was in any of the games, but she was in the books. Well, I mean, yeah, that is true. I'm hoping that CD Projekt Red has really learned from Cyberpunk and recognizes that they need to optimize the shit out of their game. Because, I mean, like, it looked like that supposedly that tech demo was running just on a basic ass PS5. Which is interesting. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the people who made The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk as the same people after the disastrous launch. But I mean, like, there is the I don't know where Surge went. What is it? The... That could be cool. You can become... Like, Cyberpunk was such a disaster, and it will be forever instrumental to the gaming industry for so many good and bad reasons alike. It's honestly astonishing just how much of an impact Cyberpunk will have had, like, looking back on it. Fun fact, I'm not sure if any of you know this, there is a Witcher reference in Phantom Liberty at the spaceport. You can find an urn and a shard of Geralt talking to Yen, who is dead at this point, and she is supposedly in the urn, and he's taking her ashes to the moon, or some shit. To the stars, quote unquote. There's something going there. I really like the coloring. It is shiny. What non-cell shaded alternate cowl? Delete original before installing. So, which one's the alternate cowl? Oh, the short ears. Okay. Medium ears or long ears? Let's go long ears. I have a bunch of short-eared. Well, medium ears. But I believe that, if I remember correctly, they wanted to do something extra with Geralt and Yen, and like connecting Cyberpunk to The Witcher a little bit, but I forget what it was. And then apparently there is some... I don't remember what franchises specifically, but there's like 2 franchises that are like, yeah, those are connected, that got a lot more connected recently, and I forget what they were. Have I just been putting these into this? Fuck. This isn't where I wanted to be putting these, but okay. That's fine. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Cyberpunk is such a fucking interesting world. Like, one of my favorite aspects of it has to be he looks like he's wearing a diaper. Ooh, I like that one. I thought I had that one downloaded. Woo-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo. Burton Skin Pack Volume 2. Okay, you know what? Oh, you know what? I did download this a long time ago. But it was the Volume 1. But like the internet being a space overtaken by like rabid AIs is such a cool concept. like, how do we make technology scary and have demons of some form? AI demons. And since everybody's so filled with technology, it's practically spirits and magic and shit. I'm just like, that's cool as shit. I love that. And then, I think... Corpo moment. I think I went on the one Cyberpunk playthrough I attempted on my laptop. I know exactly. I went Street Kid. I do remember that much. So not Nomad, but not Corpo. Although the more I hear about Corpo, the more I see that it is probably the best life path to choose. Another reason I don't really want to play 2077, it runs surprisingly well. GameTube, the thing I don't know how I did, I don't know how I made this laptop run Space Marine 2 without crashing. It might have crashed once, but this thing ran Space Marine 2 relatively well on decent-ish graphics. And I was like, huh? I was mind-boggled. Yeah, here, I will pull up my Steam. Where is it? Here we are. I have 11 hours with 11 achievements. Anybody can fake those numbers? Yeah, I guess. I don't know how I did it, but I got it to launch and I played the entire story. And it was one of my favorite times. It was such a good time. Inspect element. Like, here's my Warframe hours, so you know I'm in Steam. What am I at, 784 hours? Hell yeah. What's my profile looking like? Yo. Chump change. This is just PC. Games. All games. Playtime. Warframe. Oh shit! Last week I finally surpassed Dead by Daylight. 784. Dead by Daylight needs to be subtracted by like 100 hours because there's some times that I just could not close the game for like a week while I was away from my PC, because I used to only have a PC at my dad's and I spent less time at his house due to legal. Quite simple. I was really bad at the game. I still am really bad at it. And I do not deserve some of the achievements I have in it. But I also played a shit ton. 359.1 hours. I do not have Siege is another one that, like, I could not shut it down for some reason. For some reason, like, I had to turn my lighting down when no one to give up. Here's the thing. My cousin was really into it, and I was really into it, and I loved it. I got 234 in Deep Rock, 231.4 in Halo Infinite, 203 PNG Tuber, that got up there pretty quick, 1.57. Yes, that makes sense. That also makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I played that a lot with my buddies, especially the one who died. 100 hours in Faz? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Metal Gear, yeah. I feel like I've spent... Oh, the Ark of Night is because I've spent more time on my console. I think I have... That's it, I'm getting the PlayStation app. Where's the PlayStation app? Where the fuck is the PlayStation app? It wouldn't shut up about Cyberpunk being on sale. Where did it go? PS app, that's what it's called. Okay. I have 190 hours in Warframe. Where is Ark of Night? Why can't I see, like, my user data on it? Maybe in my library? I cannot fucking see my playtime for some reason. This is infuriating. Oh yeah, there's a new Warframe PlayStation Plus pack. GameTube. I need to buy PlayStation Plus for a month again, so I can have it. 52 hours in Dark Souls, okay. 59.4 hours in Hades. This is not including my Switch time, which is where I've played a lot more. I've only beat Hades twice. Mostly because I don't really get into it, I just have fun, and then I get there, and I'm like, oh, shit. And then when I do try, I get there, and then still get my ass beat. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on Golf It, Skyrim VR, Bloodstained. Bloodstained's really good if you like Metroidvanias like Hollow Knight. Tried to get Line play it, but he's like, I don't like the art style. I'm like, what the fuck? I accidentally left that game running for like a day. Overnight, I think. Boris. I've played majority of South Park, The Fractured Butthole. And then... Really? Only 15 hours in Doom? Wow. I need to play more stuff. I do not believe I actually played for 23 hours. I think this is another I accidentally left the game running. But I also had a lot of free time, so that might be genuine. I only have one perfect game. That is Save Room. It is literally just an RE4 inventory management game. And I love it so much. It could be genuinely challenging to solve some of the puzzles. Because at a certain point you have to mix herbs in the correct order, reload guns, eat an egg, well, damage yourself, eat an egg, reload a gun, make the proper herb, and then make the proper ammo to reload a different gun in order to fit it all in. And the best part, there's a sequel, and the other best part, it's only $3. What is this? The Art of the Inventory. Oh, it's like medieval. It ends June 14th, okay. And then there's Save Room the Merchant, which I have, and I'm working on. It has like a thing to it, but alright, I'll give you a quick rundown. Don't buy it. They jacked up the price ridiculously. It's about as powerful as my laptop, supposedly. It performs slightly better in some technical way than a PS4 in certain aspects. They have a mouse. They have mouse and keyboard support, or at minimum mouse support. It has a built-in Discord that does about 15 frames a second for the camera that you can turn on, which is like $60 that you can buy. It's also really bad. There are certain games that have camera exclusive content that you have to buy the camera for. There's also gameplay incorporating the mouse controls that the new Joy-Cons have. They're bigger. And then get into the real meaty, rotten meat of the thing. You no longer own games. You own a license to said game that they can revoke at any time they wish, as well as you don't actually own the hardware, you own a license to the hardware, and they can remotely, permanently brick the Switch if they want, if they detect that you have modded it in any way. Game cartridges are no longer games. They just act as a lock and key type situation. Everything's digital. They download it to, you have to download everything from the store, and then the key is the cartridge, if you buy cartridge, and you just put it in, and now you can play it, but it's still all digital. The only information on the cartridge is the key. They claim this is because people don't want to develop for the Switch because of storage limitations of the cartridges. And so, by going all digital, it'll incentivize people to develop for the Switch more, like ports and whatnot. They haven't sent DE a developer kit last I checked, so there's that. What else? The Discord, it is literally just a ripoff of Discord. It's hilarious. Is 1-1, they jacked up game prices, so that way it's like $80 and $90 now, which they claim is just because they're better games, but I don't believe that for a fucking second. There also, like, there is Switch edition of games, which are games that came out on the first Switch. That's the first edition. They play exactly the way they did on the Switch 1, apparently. Then there's Switch Plus editions, which is like a slight upgrade to it. It accesses the features. It's like a $20 upgrade, if I remember correctly. And then there is Switch 2 games, which are Switch 2 games. But you can upgrade your Switch 1 games for $20 to Switch Plus. But there's still like some Switch 2 game exclusive shit. So like if you want 60 frames per second, or 30 or however many they said on Breath of the Wild, you have to pay $20. And they'll have like certain Switch 2 exclusive features, like a map of the game that you can access from the Nintendo app on your phone that like will highlight loot and treasure and where you need to go. And that's just Legend of Zelda. I was gonna buy one until I discovered all of this licensing bullshit, and I was like, nah, I ain't touching that. I have my Switch. I'm perfectly happy with it. I may not get to play Metroid Prime 4, but that's okay. I'll deal with it. Did I download this? No, I did not. So yeah, the Switch 2 is a bit of a slop show, in my mildly humble opinion. It shouldn't be a success, but it's going to, because people are ignorant and will just do it because new Nintendo thing. I'm gonna splooge all over the plus. And so it's like, great. Nintendo wins again because people will shovel out money for Nintendo. And I'm just like, damn. So this is how democracy dies. Oh, absolutely. And honestly, at this point, it's better to just buy a Steam Deck and then use totally legal copies of games. Fuck it, let's do it. Honestly, Womax, I'd wait and see if there's a price drop. Because I get the feeling that there might be a price drop within the next 2 years. That or it's gonna go up. And I don't know. All I know is that I'm extremely disappointed in Nintendo. And then Xbox announces that they're raising games to $80 as well, and I'm just like, fuck. I'm tired of the common consumer getting fucked over by greedy companies who forget their place, because people are just willing to shovel money into the burning forest fires that is the gaming industry currently. When in reality, they need to take a step back and realize this is getting out of hand. Instead, we have weed-themed Call of Duty skins, and you don't own anything, you're just licensing it. Which, as the internet so lovingly says, if purchasing isn't owning, pirating isn't theft. I think the only reason that they killed Switch emulators is because they were wanting... because they wanted the Switch 2 to be the only real Switch emulator. They didn't want it to have any competition for its launch. But Nintendo's also just been kind of scummy as shit for the past 4 years. They'll shut down perfectly legal, like, fan events, and all the baggage that comes with that. Yeah. That, and at a certain point, you can just do it yourself. If I remember correctly, the price for the Switch 2 is $500. Maybe 600. This is less me trying to convince you to not buy one and me just trying to remember all the facts that piss me off. Ugh. That went on the back of my throat. Well. Alright. I think... I love Mickey D. He makes such good Elder Scrolls videos.
Impact confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
Demonic threat level increasing.
Hold the line!
All the power of hell.
This is weird. Huh.
Presents Doom, The Dark Ages. Available now on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC.
I need to play more.
For mature.
Ah. Yes. Smart man. Smart man. Far smarter than me. I'm just... I don't care about the Switch at this point. I've got the Switch 1. It does what I need it to. The only thing I would use a Switch 2 for is Warframe, probably. I would probably rack up so many hours on it if I did get a Switch 2. But at that point, I should just get a Steam Deck for better performance and for everything else. Oh, what is it? And then I think they also announced during that whole shebang that, the GameCube Nintendo ports are going to be Switch 2 exclusive? I don't know, they're really vague about it. They were really vague about everything in that Direct. From the price, which we learned from a website, not even the Direct which you would expect to announce it, as well as the hardware and like they announced game prices. They did announce the game prices. And like they pulled out all the stops to try and soften the blow. From 10 Seconds of Silksong, which should be coming by the end of June, by the way, because it has to be fully released by September so it can be at a certain tech demo in Australia, if I remember correctly. I think it's in Australia, but there is a tech demo that only showcases released games that are fully released, and Silksong is one of those scheduled. And they've been updating stuff. There's like game keys. Game key information has been added to the Steam page, and they updated the trailer, but that was probably just saying E for everyone. And then they gave information to Nintendo. It is 12.2 gigabytes apparently. And like there's a lot going on. And it could come during Summer Games Fest Snowy or whatever it's called. People are thinking it's going to drop during Snowy, or at least there's at least a trailer confirmed, I think. And by confirmed I mean like leaker confirmed, not officially confirmed, because they don't confirm anything. But that's really exciting, so I'll be skonging it up soon enough. Which, yeah. And then if I remember correctly, there's also an unlisted video on Team Cherry's Hollow Knight playlist. As well as some other things. But that's neither here nor there, and I need to go to bed. Oh, I keep telling myself I'm not gonna go to bed at fucking 1. But here I am, it's midnight. Alright. Good night, Wilmax. Good luck with the databases and whatnot. And I will see you all tomorrow for another late one. Hopefully I don't feel as bad. And then Friday should be good. I don't know about Saturday because I might have a thing on Saturday. And then Sunday should be... Unless we have D&D on Sunday, I don't know if we will because of that like personal thing that Dom mentioned. I don't know if that'll impact it for that long, but I hope he's doing okay. I hope everything's going okay with that, but yeah. Hopefully, depending on how my Saturday looks, I should do a relatively early stream. I remember him talking about how poll closed. Line did not vote, but he said he could maybe do it since he's going on vacation. He could just do it over the phone, but if he doesn't, that's really understandable. All right. Good night. Adios, toodles, toodaloo. Sleep tight, don't let the bugs bite. And all that